Okay. He's stunned here.
Oh,
wait,
shit.
what? I still got him, I think.
Oh.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
That was so lucky, dude.
Naturally. Never stop when you're on a roll. Hello again. Let's have some fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mickey C, aka the LOL Hounds, and welcome to another League of Legends video. And in today's video, I bring to you another build guide, this time on an Aurelion Sol player who managed to get to Challenger on the North American server with an 81% win rate on Aurelion Sol. He has lost a few of his last few games, so he's fallen back down to a 76% win rate, and he's also fallen back down to Masters, but he's still ranked 225 on the North American server, which is pretty good. He goes by the name of Quantumfizzics, and he recently started streaming, so link in the description if you want to go check out his Twitch stream. His account summoner name is Sweaty Asol, which I must admit is a pretty creative name. But without further ado, let's get into this build guide where I just outlined his summoner spells, runes and masteries, item build, and skill order. His item build is a little bit different to the most common build used on Aurelion Sol, another reason why I want to do this video. So without further ado, let's do this. So to start things off, we will talk about his summoner spells. So the two summoner spells he mostly takes are Exhaust and Flash. The reason he takes Exhaust is to counter early all-ins, and it also allows him to hit his Q and W a lot more consistently. The other summoner spells that he would occasionally get instead of Exhaust is either Cleanse or Barrier. Once again, two very defensive summoner spells to negate the early all-ins. He would usually get Cleanse against champions such as Lissandra or Veigar, who have CC on relatively short cooldowns. The game that I saw him take Barrier was against a LeBlanc, and that was the only game I saw him take Barrier. For the most part, he would only take Exhaust. Moving on to his runes and masteries. His mastery page is as follows. He goes 12-18-0 with his keystone mastery being Storm Raider's Surge. He obviously prefers the extra movement speed over the extra damage you get with Thunderlord's Decree. As for his runes, he takes 9 magic penetration reds, 9 scaling health yellows, 9 magic resist blues, and 3 movement speed quints. He takes the movement speed quints as he likes to push the wave and roam really early, particularly to the bot lane, to try and get some very early kills to snowball the game. Now we will finally move on to his item build. So his starting items would always be Corrupting Potion and a yellow trinket. The reason he goes for the Corrupting Potion is for the mana sustain, because he likes to push the first 3 waves as quick as possible, and then he can back at level 3, and then on his first back, so once he backs level 3, he would look to get a Dark Seal and a Pink Ward. After that, he would look to build his tier 2 boots first, and he would usually get Boots of Swiftness. Apart from that, he would get Sorcerer's Shoes. Then he would look to build into the Hextech GLP 800, which is different to what most Aurelion Sol players are going with. Most Aurelion Sol players would actually build a Rod of Ages, which gives very similar stats. However, the Rod of Ages is more of a late game item. Meanwhile, the Hextech GLP 800 is better for the early game, and as I said before, he likes to push the wave early on and then roam to the outer lanes to try and snowball the game from that. Hence why the Hextech GLP 800 suits his playstyle on Aurelion Sol. Following this, his last 4 items would then be Rylai's Void Staff, a Rabadon's Deathcap, and a Liandry's Torment. These are fairly standard items on Aurelion Sol. Other items that he would consider to get, like I said, is Sorcerer's Shoes and a Banshee's Veil. So a few Korean Aurelion Sol players are getting Banshee's Veil, as a second item, so I think Quantumfizzics lately has just been trying it out to see whether he likes it or not. Now very quickly we will go through his skill order. So his first 3 abilities would be W, Q and then E. He would then max W first, Q second, E third, and then obviously his ultimate whenever he can. Finally, I want to go through his level 1 to 3 strategy. So basically level 1 he would take W and instantly push the wave as quick as possible to force the enemy laner under their tower. He would then ward the raptor camp and take a few of the small raptors, which would then give him level 2. From there he will look to push the next 2 waves with his W as quick as possible, which will then give him level 3. He would then back, buy a dark seal and a pink ward and walk back to lane. From there he will basically look to push the wave as quick as possible with his W and then roam to the outer lanes. This is a pretty interesting strategy and one that I recommend you try out and see if you have any success with it. Lastly, I sent him a message and asked him whether there is anything else he would like me to add to the video, and he basically just said the top 3 tips to playing Aurelion Sol would be to shove the wave and then roam and buy GLP 800 instead of Rod of Ages. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, please leave a like, and as always, have a nice day.